Julius Malema was interviewed by this young lady, and this lady asked Julius Malema a wonderful question. Watch this.
Yeah.
Mbuyiseni, part of what was interesting about Mbuyiseni is Mbuyiseni coming out saying that we were lied to about Ramaphosa, we were misled about who Ramaphosa is. Then he started listing things that he felt the president had done that are progressive, or at least further the black agenda, so to speak. He didn't say who misled him, but a lot of people be like, oh, now that you're outside the EFF, the assumption is that comes from within the party. Your reading of that moment and what you were saying, was there anything to it? Did you attach those claims to being leveled against the EFF?
Well, the Mbuyiseni's uncle, it's an MEC in Free State.
Yes.
And that was their breadwinner. So he grew up looking up to that guy. And that guy's things went down. And then Mbuyiseni overtook him in the family, was the D thing. And when his things went down, this guy's things went up. So I can't be shocked if the same Mbuyiseni is going to join the ANC, because he's got a very close relationship with Toto. Toto is the one. And then they have a lot of interactions in between and all of that. So when an ANC member praises his own president, what must I do? There's nothing I can do about it. Look, the EFF requires no Mbuyiseni to survive. He's surviving now without him. And if you thought you are an individual with so much power that the EFF will only survive when you are there, you have to think again. Because Gayton speaks about ICU and all of that. What is it that the EFF has been doing since its formation, which is not happening now, that suggests it is in ICU? We actually are becoming more stronger and bigger. So you can't. You see, I'm in court with Kenneth for saying I smoked drugs. I took drugs of Nigerians or Mazodi, some nonsense like that. We was there in Western Cape. But you know our judiciary, it takes forever. So I took him to court. So now that you are raising that thing, I litigate a lot. I'm going to check that thing and look at where is damaging my image. That one, I will take.
Facebook Live.
Yeah, I will take him on, because don't lie about me. You can throw the jabs on VBS and what. Look, politically, I've learned to accept that we will deal with that for some time. But MK has never had to deal with that, even when people who were implicated in VBS went to MK.
Yeah.
So I take, but don't become personal. If you become personal, I will sue you. I don't play. I don't play games. I will sue you the following day. And effectively, I sued Kenneth. When he called me a cockroach, I won. And then they said he must apologize. He said he's going to appeal. He delayed the appeal. I went to the appeals court to want to appeal to rule. In his absence, he ran. We're now at appeals court. So I don't play with clowns who want to personalize politics. If you listen to the things I say, most of you think that are things that are suable. I don't say such things. That's why they could have sued me a long time ago. Even Praveen failed in court to sue me, because they were like, man, that's what you call each other as politicians. What's your problem?
There's something I do need to address with you before I let you go. But before then,
Yeah.
I want to get a few last things. I never speak to Julia, so I need to get a few things out of the way. A lot of us were surprised when at the late Didi Mabuza's funeral, when a businessman and a close friend of his, Robert Kumeda, said, you all knew where he was going to go in 2017.
Yes, it did.
It wasn't a last-minute decision. It wasn't you always knew that he would go the way that he did. A lot of people were surprised by that, because we had been made to understand the story completely differently. And then there's also a view that in the end, Didi was punished for it, that he was isolated by his own in the ANC to a degree, and was in essence punished for it towards the latter days of his life.
Look, I was very close to Didi.
I'm actually aware. No,
Yeah.
for, I actually, believe it or not, I know some things. But anyway, yeah.
So even when he became a premier, there was an attempt to undermine the ANC decision to make him premier. And then I was there, the legislature, I forced it. And that's how they ended up electing him as a premier. I was a regular at that farm. DD supported me in 2011 to be the president of the Youth League. So we were used to each other like that. We could spend time, and then we're friends with Robert and many other people. So Robert speaks like it was a meeting of conspirators. No,
Yeah.
it was an informal discussion we had. But I would have had so many discussions with him, and my emphasis to him was, whatever happens, my guy, not another Zuma. It's not going to happen, that one. You cannot sell this country to the Guptas again. That's after Nkosazana accepted an award at the Guptas gathering as a citizen of the year, and she went to receive it on herself, personally herself. That's when I realized, no, man, she's involved. How do people get questioned like that, and then when you go and receive an award from them? So there is no such a thing. So we had a discussion about a lot of things. And so what happened? When he supported Cyril, right? He lost the Zuma group because they were like they're with him. Then he lost the Zuma group. When you lose the Zuma group, because it's by far half of that thing, and then you lose a smaller portion on your side, you're out. That's how politics work. That's how he lost it. And then this side, then there were others who had their own interest, and then they undermined him, and then they took some portion, and then that's how Didi got out of the whole thing. And he became a crybaby about it, because you don't have to cry in public like with Julius on the mics. He withdrew his participation. And this thing of politics, it's not generation. If you don't appear and then you reappear, there's a completely new generation. But no, deputy president, there you have to be consistent. That's why when Mukwanazi makes the allegations and all of that, Malema can't comment because he's not around. I mean, Polokwane, I'm on leave. Everybody, where's this one now? Where's this one now? You see, because you don't comment, you are irrelevant, and then they write you off script. So that's the thing with Didi. Didi was a brother of mine, and even when I went there, I didn't doubt myself.
Okay,
and then remember, he's the one who was making public with him and Winnie Mandela that I must come back to the ANC.
Yes, he did.
He has been saying that consistently.
So he did.
I hope you heard everything Julius Malema said in response to what this young lady or this young interviewer was asking him. What do you have to say? I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop your own opinion in the comment section. Let's know what you think. But most importantly, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for your support. You can subscribe and make sure that you turn on the bell. Anytime I publish a good video like this, you will get notification. See you in the next one. Peace out.